Welcome to Foolish Kitchen, and I just took these out of the rust soaking bucket, and I will insert that footage so you see what I'm talking about. And now they are ready for the chips to be covered. Since neither of these anymore are going to be exposed to heat, I do not have to worry about which particular enamel I'm using. If they were going to be exposed to heat, you cannot, once I've done this, you can't really put them on the stove or in the stove. There are high heat paints, but they're not food safe, so Rust-Oleum does have a high heat white spray. So you could essentially do the outside of a pan, but not the inside. They refuse to admit if they are food safe or not. However, since it's inside the pan, you wouldn't be cooking with it anyway, because it's the high heat that will make it continue to chip. However, for something like this, the canning funnel, I did make a mistake of using it for canning, and boiled off all of my enamel that I had put on. It was foolish of me. So I'm just going to put some more on now that I've derusted the chips. As long as I don't boil this again, it's fine. I boiled it and I couldn't figure out why it was peeling off. It's because I just used some clear nail polish. And that's all I'm putting on it, because I used this one for mostly fulfilling jars with herbs, and because it's not even a good canning funnel. Canning funnel should be wider. So basically anywhere there's a chip, usually around the edges, I just put some nail polish over the chip, because now I've scrubbed off all the rust. I mean, these are essentially, you know, decorative. They do a function. I just can't, expose this to heat, because that will take this off. But I'm sick of cleaning the rust off of it. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Okay, this is an old one. This one's vintage. That is not. So the rest of it is fine, because I'll only put some dips on this. I can feel where the black has chipped off. And that was obviously what came off when I did it last time. Like I said, this is just the cheapest. The worst that happens is it comes off and you put it on again when it rusts. But that will allow me to hang this on the wall. And that was a cat. There's a cat perch above the table. It keeps them off the table, you know what I mean? Okay. So I don't care if it's dripping on this thing, because I don't want the excess anyway. But any place that has been, the enamel is chipped off, I hit it with enamel fingernail polish. So that will, I probably should have done this in 2 stages. There we go. I'll let that sit and dry, and that'll be fine. Definitely by tomorrow. This one is, this is fine. I mean, it doesn't have any chips anywhere else except the outside. I did this one with the Enamelware polish like 2 years ago, and it's still fine, because this just gets washed. You know, that's all it does. It doesn't get heated, doesn't get boiled on. So that I did 2 years ago, and that looks fine. We'll just touch that up, make it a little thicker. But you just need to cover it. You don't need to make it thick, anything. But this bottom is continuing to cause me grief, because it doesn't look like it's rusting, but it leaves little rust rings on my counter. So if I was smart, I would have bought a white. Actually, this could take the white specialty Rust-Oleum spray paint, and one day I may tape it off and just spray the bottom of this. That'd be fine. But I mean, this stuff's not gonna. I mean, it's nail polish. People chew their nails. It's fine. But it's not going to. You know, it's not going to get exposed to the food. It's not going to get baked off. Just want the seal, the raw edge of the steel. Okay, got the outside done. And now we're going to do the inside. There's not much on the inside. It's just the edge. I mean, this is not vintage. This is modern. And I'm wondering, they all like this? They all do this? What were they thinking when they designed this edge? And a vintage one would be rolled. They wouldn't take any chances. The bottom would be rolled and to not rust. you know. So, oh, I got a little drip. That's okay. Drip's fine. Okay, so I got one other spot over here, which I had done 2 years ago, and it looks fine. Yeah, so it's only this edge that I hadn't done previously that now is going to dry, and they should dry just well, as long as I don't boil the things or put them in the dishwasher. The dishwasher is going to run to a higher temperature, so you may not want to do that. So anyways, like I said, clear. You can also use clear tester's paint. That's model paint. Anything that's a clear enamel will work fine. I keep this on the kitchen counter for touch-ups. So that's my advice on chipped enamelware. Bye.